not working for money.
That's how only was that. Papa, I'm your place. Papa, please.
Your enemies. Give me money, please. That's give me money, please. Let's know for a baby. Contest, fastest. I don't feel like contest. For me, I don't want to like contest.
Aye.
Contest, fastest.
Okay, we need to focus on like that. We need to focus on paper. Aye.
Nobody's like never.
You know they give shishi. Put a dog gay.
So you want food.
You could do like weekend.
Satellite, my
People go. Satellite, my people go. Satellite, my people go. Focus on paper. Let me see you later.
I'm calling you, show for you, man, saga,
Recording.
if you don't go be like big mafia, rich, look, see it, give it, ego, when you talking now, you working for money,
Fine, baby.
you don't sour,
Only water.
fuck, I'm not the shit of dates, shop a booties, your enemies, give me money, please, that's give me money, please, kill it, that's it, if you want to run cost it, let's know for a baby, cost it,
Alright, that was Shakabuli League by Marvel featuring Davido. Okay, no time to check time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Alright, without wasting much time, we're kicking it off with the water ingress and how it affects the electrical components of your Range Rover. Alright, in the house is the Range Rover doctor seated down, and I won't waste no waste time. I won't waste much time anymore, and I'll introduce the Range Rover doctor to you. I'm sorry about that. Okay, without wasting much time, it is time to call on the Range Rover doctor, but I have this one more hip hop that I want to play and listen to Range Rover doctor. Enjoy this one, Consistency by Black Bones and Writing.
My Jesus, Blacko, can never be education. Blacko, no handouts. Blacko, we do this. Anything man make me know. Anything man make me know.
Aye, this is consistency. I tell her, come and see. Aye,
You see you see me, you look differently. Cocaine white,
GLE. Aye,
from disability.
I'm a motherfucking MVP.
I'm the greatest ever.
Mentally.
Smoking exotic in the six. Top down with a bitch in the six. After running on to the deep.
This is consistency. I tell her, come and see. Aye,
After my recent neck so free.
Aye.
I've been a boss since 218.
Aye.
Quality guarantee.
Aye.
They don't go follow me.
Aye.
Nobody gets it.
aye.
Consistency. I'm smoking on this beat.
I'm really bad up, so we are getting consistent. Yeah. Aye.
I'm on like number 26. Still going.
Aye. You know it's that.
So it's gonna be nice.
Going nice.
Listen to shit, I'm like Walter White.
What's right?
Steadfast in my own lane.
Aye.
Energy crazy. Them ask if I'm on cocaine.
Aye.
But we still going. Around this story for it. I said no cars and I hoes and I glory. I said that man walk away when it's not the road. It's gonna be very there.
This is consistency. I tell her come and see. Aye.
You see online, but you see me pull up differently. Cocaine white GLE. I'm from disability. I'm the motherfucking MVP. I'm the greatest ever mentally. Smoking exotic in the six. Top down with the baddest bitch in the six. I
got family who depend on me and what my paper and my pen's on. So I stay 10 toes down and keep my head strong. Never let my ego take a free throw. Killing them with kindness, that's me dunking on the D-Lo. Consistent, always trying to win, I'm just persistent. Never needed help and no assistance. assistance. Balling like the Pistons, my money go the distance. I took the game and made it mine with no resistance. I smoked the heater, straight from the mountains of Morocco. The double R leather came choco. Tell them come and book me, just make sure you got the breacher. It's 100 for a black and it's double for a feature. Bars there in the States, so when I'm shelling, I'm burst. Got my babes out in the sand, 20 gram purse. Talk nice to me, or they'll say a damn word. And if we're trying to come and shop, just hit the telegram first.
Consistency, I tell them come and see. Check you see online, but you see me full of differently. Cocaine, white, G&D. I'm from disability. I'm not gonna call that baby.
At all head.
All right, this is about time. Are you ready? The Range Rover Doctor is on seat. Join me as I welcome the Range Rover Doctor. Today we'll be talking about the water ingress and how it affects the electrical component of the Range Rover. Sit back and relax. Join me as I welcome to the stream the Range Rover Doctor himself, one who has seen, he has operated, he has done surgeries on these vehicles. He understands the vehicle more than the Land Rover themselves. Join me as I welcome the Range Rover Doctor. He has seen, he has done it all. The one person to call when your car is sick is the doctor. All right.
Welcome to another wonderful edition of Pretty Friday with Range Rover Doctor and DJ Carnival. So today we're going into a very, very important part of the L405. We're still going through the L405 series. And this is a part that affected a lot of L405 components. And if it's not fixed, everything you see right in front of me will be affected and more. This is just like a tip of the iceberg on what will be affected. And we're talking about water ingress. Funny enough, some of the models actually haven't been affected, even the older ones. The older models from 2013, there are some models, maybe those models that actually shipped to the coastal areas. You know, most of these cars actually coming from America. Let's be factual. Up to 80%, it's actually 80% of these cars coming from America, and maybe another 10% from Europe and 10% from the local dealership. And some of them actually, some of them were packed in the coastal areas. And of course, you know, like Lagos and water and salt and all that. That's just my own analogy of why, because they are made of the same materials. So, this car, like we all know, is all aluminium, but it does have some steel parts, like the railing in the roof. The railing that supports the main roof is steel. And of course, each railing has like a pathway and like a drainage system for water to drain out from the roof, goes through the whole system and drains out. Now, primarily we have two kinds of water ingress. The first one is on the roof, and the second one is from window street and the roof. When that happens, the first thing you do, or the first thing you notice. So let's arrange this way. We're going to first of all talk about how to avoid this from happening, and we're going to talk about this has already happened, what to do. Of course. Checks. It's very simple. When it rains, when you wash your car, you'll notice like a little bit of spots of water around your roof line and inside the car. You look into your roof line inside the car, you notice some water spots. Or if your car has roof line, you just notice it trailing, like like a spot like that, then you know you have water ingress from your roof. Take it to the nearest accredited mechanic to have it fixed. And for the doors, if you open the door and you feel like you can hear the sound of water, but you just open the door and it's out, then you might have water ingress. Take it to be checked around the closest accredited mechanic. Now we go on to the roof, back to the roof. When this happens, you have the drainage, the full drainage, and there is a pipe that goes from the drainage down, takes water down to out of the car. If there is a problem, the drainage, when it connects to the steel bar, a rust occurs around there, and everything just pours out and drains into the car. And from the side of, this is the A pillar, the B pillar, the C pillar, and the main rear pillars. So the A, B, C, D to the car and go to part of the body control module. From there it brings to the floor. So another telltale would be if the floor is constantly wet. You have water ingress. And the amplifier system, the entertainment system, the camera system, and a lot of cabling and harness, and a lot of other modules are underneath your car seats. And this can become affected over time. So, if for example you notice there's a glitch in your electrical system, your radio isn't working properly, the doors are not shorting, you know there might be water ingress. Have it checked. And for the trunk, for the boot, there are many other modules there too. Your entire battery switching system, your handbrake module, a myriad of modules can be affected in the rear. So when you just notice that, okay, maybe your battery power is going down for some reason, the light is glitching, or you have some kind of problem, then you know you might have water ingress. Make sure you have this checked. Then, the next thing we go on to is if you have the roof damage on your vehicle, this same problem, yes, this same problem might just trail down the door sills and go as much as damaging your regulator, that's your window wiper, it's called regulator, this item here. So for the 20, we noticed that this is actually more prominent in the 2018. For 2018, we have a lot of problems with the regulator. So you just find out that your window might just go snap and go down for no reason. And you're wondering, you try to operate it, and you can hear that whirring sound, going up. Your regulator has been affected, and that is from water ingress. Then we talked about your audio system, which is affected as well, and we talked about the entire electric system, electrical system. What you can do is, when you're leaving the car park for long trips, make sure your car is a carport, or you have a tarpaulin or car cover, because when debris accumulates into those crevices, into your drainage system, that's where it starts. You have sand and you have oxidation, especially if it's close to the coastal area. And like I said, those F405s that were shipped, a lot of them from the coastal areas of the United States of America came in like facts. Yes, like I always say, these guys are old. They say, oh, I just got my car. Even right now, a 2020 vehicle is 5 years old. We're talking about a car like 2015, 2013, thereabout. So you bring it in and you say, okay, my car's in the parking, and there's no need to check. There's always a need to check. Even if it's brand new, I always say, let that be a yardstick for you. So, preventive measures like prevention, make sure your car is covered. If you have any sporting, you notice any water sport in the vehicle, have it checked. Any glitch from your electrical system, have it checked. Your window seals, the weather strips, which are those tiny little strips Just at the edge, at that where your windshield meets the body, or your the windows where they meet the body. Check it regularly to make sure they are not warped or bent. Then we go on to doors. This same ingress affects the doors. So for the L405, this is a nuisance. You might just go out and step into your car. This affects the L4942, which is the Range Rover Sport 2014 to 2023. Step into your car and shut the door, and there's no latch. It's not shut, it's just there. It returns. Or you try to open your door and it doesn't. And for some reason you find out that the other doors that you open, the other 3 doors, or the other 2 doors, or what have you might be opening, but this particular set of doors are not opening. Yes, same water ingress. So what I have here before me is called the door latch. This is the door latch. So some people call it latch. So it's a latch. So when you shut the door, it goes here, and you see this stops it from opening. So it latches, and you have this is a module on its own. You have a lot of electrical gizmos in here. One tells the body control module that the door is short, and when you shut it with your key, there are different settings. There's a child lock. So this operates a lot of items. So once there's another cover here, the car ships with a cover here. But most of the time, when you fix something in your doors, even the latch itself, they take that out. And when water gets in there, it just damages everything. As you can see, there's a little motor here. Now, this is for the safety system. So it also affects the car when there's a crash. So there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of crash. This cars are intelligent. The body control module and the SRS module communicate, and they open the doors. So a lot of fun. Just goes dead. So it either remains closed or remains open. So right now we're going to talk about what to do when this happens. So for your roof, like I said, check for runoffs, cover with your tarpaulin, put it in a cupboard, avoid every build up, and always check regularly. Okay, these guys are machines. You enjoy your Range Rover. So, like from our last presentation, we showed that preventive maintenance will make any car last forever, outlive you. Because always know this before they happen. And because we fix these cars over time, we know everything, we know the signs, and we'll keep on communicating them to you. All you need to do is listen and follow the rules. So for the doors, you're checking for your broken window seals. If you hear that water sound, just make sure you have it checked. If your door hesitates to shut once, know there's a problem. If, for example, your master switch, you push your master switch, and that, the switch you use to shut your door, and at times it blinks, or at times it's behaving abnormally, go and have it checked. Now, if your roof already has a problem, there is no remedy. Just don't drive the car. The safest thing to do would be do not have water, ingress, all that. Do a video of everything you can see and send it to an accredited mechanic. They'll let you know if you can drive the car or not, and bring it over for a check and for a fix. Now, if the door is closed, for example, it's an emergency and the door is closed and it's not open, there's only one thing you can do. Turn on the ignition, go to the door itself, and with your fist, just hit around the opener, boom, 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 a couple of times. Go inside the car, hit it a couple of times, and try to operate your master switch and see if it will open. If it doesn't open, do not force it. Just take it to an accredited mechanic to have that checked. Now, if it doesn't shut, do not attempt to shut it. Find a way. So if it's the front door or this rear door, find a way, get a string or a strap or a duct tape. Shut the door, take both doors, and drive it to your mechanic. The same thing applies to both sides. Now, for the newer vehicles and for the L494, not applicable to the L405, the Sport, If the door is not shut, the transmission will not engage. So you really need to push it shut and strap it. Or engage it very fast. 1, 2. Then you are allowed to carry it away. But then be very careful because that's a failed switch that's integrated because of accidents. So that is it. Water ingress is a very, very serious issue, but luckily it can be sorted unless it gets very bad with the L405. If it gets very, very bad, they will have to change the whole roof like that. If you actually let it linger for too long, you do not notice the rust, then we might have to change your entire roof line for the L405 and also for the L494. Water ingress must be checked whenever you have a problem because the amplifier is expensive. Don't like it's expensive. The entertainment we do that we have over here is expensive. If I show you this, you can see the damage here from the water ingress. And the fact is that, especially in 2018 vehicles, I always call them basket cars. Why? Because from the 2013 to 2017, they shared a lot of this platform of shared, even from the previous one, the L322, electronic shared, interchangeable parts. From 2018, 2019, 2020 about, they only have parts for themselves. So the parts are rare to find. And swapping them among each other is also hard because, like we said, Land Rover at one point did a lot of upgrades because they said Land Rovers were using stolen cars. You can steal them even with your pen. You can steal them even with your television remote control. That's the fact. So they make it complicated. So even programming is complicated. I can categorically tell you right now that there's programming going on behind me, and we have to call in professionals. Yes, the regular one top 8 tools to have this done. So it's quite tough from 2018 and above. Then bring it over, and that's it. But a lot to explain. Okay, so I have a his here. He's, like I said before, when I answer a lot of questions offline, but if I bring it here, means there's an influence of so many questions, and they are actually peculiar to other questions. So bring it in because it relates to other people. So I also have a question. This is like the 6th person reaching in for Evoke bumper and parts. Is it that from the local market, because we know we do not support Evokes, even the parts, so you have to pre-order. So the local market is it that like no Evoke parts or salvage Evokes around, but then again that's another bastard car. It doesn't have the brother who's used the parts, so maybe that's why. And you want bumper, you want a replacement bumper for your Evoke, you have to order it. 3 weeks via air, quite expensive, and up to 8 weeks via sea. Pre-order, you have to pay for everything for it to get down. If you can wait, yes, we can order it for you. I'll hand it for tonight. 2014 Range Rover HST gear not selected. The gear will not come out. I'll hand you there are different issues. If you're trying to and the problem of this in Lagos, we do have diagnostics that are now available for Range Rovers. Of course, they are affordable. We tell you what to do, how to scan your vehicles, send us the reports, and if you actually got those devices from us, it's a small membership. About 50 or less. So what that does is anytime you scan your car, even if you're not in Lagos, even if you're not in Nigeria, send back to us and we will give you the full descriptive outcome of your scan, the maintenance, what to do, what not to do, and everything. Makes it easy because, like I said, we cannot attend. Before then, our scanner and teach you how to work yourself and send it to us and have it fixed. Peter Olatunji, 2014 Range Rover local line sign, Ikeja. Local line sign, but there is water in the reservoir. Your expansion time, which is what you're talking about, has a sensor underneath it. If there is coolant in the reservoir and it's still showing you no coolant, means the sensor is bad. Unfortunately, it's an integral part of the expansion type, and we cannot change just that. There's a sensor that can change, but the sensor actuator itself is inside, which is primarily what causes this. So we advise you to change your expansion time, because the expansion time is very important, like we always say. It's the number one telltale. In fact, it's almost like the stethoscope of the range of every L405 and L494. So you need to have your expansion time change. No name, the headlight of the Range Rover 2016 is not bright. I have changed about what I do. So this is quite interesting. For the 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017 thereabout, they actually came in xenon for regulated bifocals, and some of them are adaptive. Sorry about that. The 2014, 2013 to 2017, some of these vehicles have adaptive headlamps, and the lumens are actually low. So if you actually change it with the same bulb, same xenon bulb, you get the same thing. And funny enough, the same bulb has the actuator that operates it for both your deep and your full beam. Strange. So what you can do, we do stock the new edition of those bulbs. They are brighter. Reach me, I'm going to charge you again because this is on Instagram too. Reach me and we'll give you a replacement, give you the cost for the actual replacement that will make your headlamp brighter. Last but not least, Mr. Andrew from Instagram, how much is the upgraded parts for the cooling system? I think I chatted you again this morning. We talked about this, and I think I sent a reply, but I'm not too sure about that. It depends on your vehicle configuration. It might all look the same, like I say, but those parts, the cooling system are not the same. The upgrade ranges from 1 million to 2 million, thereabouts, with installation. So it depends on what you want to change and what you want to do, the current state of your cooling system, and what you are replacing. And Andrew, as a kicker, a stand-off, and for the road, I will tell you that this upgrade, if your car is already overheating, this is not a solution, it's an immunization. It's preventive. So if your car is already overheating, changing everything will not solve it. Okay? So but this prevents what causes the breakup of parts patterns of the battery. Okay, so if you're changing, if you have like a water pump leakage and you're changing the water pump there, it's just the time to change everything to make sure it doesn't happen again. Range Rover Doctor, Fix It Fridays, Water Ingress, Range Rover Doctor, and DJ Kind of Vibes. Catch you next Friday about oil grids. That was supposed to be this Friday, but then again we had to attend to this because we had a lot of people coming for this because it's the rainy season like we know. Catch you next Fix It Friday. Range Rover Doctor, head over to DJ Kind of Vibes.
Alright. How you doing, guys? Amazing, amazing. Hi. Hi.
I see the press coming. So what you telling me now?
Who's that girl? What's popping?
That girl is no stopping. What's coming? Feeling the energy, adrenaline rushing. Real talk, they wanna know.
Yeah.
Yes, you never heard of me, I'm walking my leg off.
Who's that girl? Hi.
They call me energy cause I'm the one they wanna see. Guess you never heard of me, I'm popping my leg off. They call me energy cause I'm the one they wanna see.
Glad to be back.
But
feel I'm a go get to make a position, but I go get on to make you everybody know this is the body. I said, you know, you body. Are you serious? Get on the go to the assist. Many girls, many girls, I beat you, why I want to your eyes, and every time you got me like, who's that girl, what's popping? That girl is no stopping, what's coming? Feeling the energy, I get on your real talk, now real talk, they wanna know.
Who's that? Who's that girl?
You never heard of me, I'm popping out like confetti. Who's that? Who's that? Nothing on the enemy, cause I'm the one they wanna see. Who's that? You never heard of me, I'm popping out like confetti.
At Gucci Mane 3.com.
Alright, welcome guys to Pity Fridays with GK Canvas and of course Range Rover Doctor. Today we spoke about the water ingress and how it affects the electrical components. Thank you guys for always riding us on this live stream every Friday 11 to 12 p.m. We got you live and covered. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Thank you guys for always tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. Alright, YouTube, thank you. With the family, Fix It Fridays, every Fridays 11 to 12 p.m. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Alright, without wasting much time, the water ingress of the vehicle is very important. Take note so that to spoil components. Alright, stay on. Okay, YouTube. Alright, we'll be going on a music spree with YouTube, guys. Stay tuned. Amazing songs to be played for you. The Carnival got you covered. Okay, which song should we play? Okay.
Yeah, but they know me, you think they wanna beat me so but they know if you beat me, they don't get flavor. They don't tell you this here, cause the one feel like black. Feel rappers turning to internet gangsters. Anti-what? More like anti-success. They don't get blessed, they need a weak yeah. They got a big for me to spend, but they go sleep tonight. They don't can see that shit is I be pulling string, make the machine work for me. Whenever I need PL, they be like my employee. So much to do the things they keep for easy pause. I make a move, but I my go stop wrong. I can find like the house I do. I be my power. She said they get flashback, so hit flash. Summertime I splash on that. I dey on heat, when we like back to back, yeah, straight bro, you know they act tobacco, when I come out so rock I like being Johnson president, rolling presidential, nigga monumental, who them be, niggas inconsequential, just a bunch of white niggas with drop off a Tinder glass, but they know them, they wanna be me, but they know if you be me, then they get flavor, they don't tell you this, cause they want flow like black, feel rappers turning to Italian gun. Anti-what? Anti-success. Maybe they need a week, yeah, They got something for you to pay, but they will sleep tonight. One time, I say, all the agriculture when they give my confidence go sing off. They got something because the machine goes soon off. Make they doing highlight, they go, make they sing high note when they go. Secondly, go, no show, if they go. Raise up. Shit, the machine is 40. Hey! You need quick recovery. Let's go to 50. Just to be in, but risky. Now you don't cast his finish. Every day all about black is greeting. Anywhere we cloud day you see him. Old man. All he wants is greeting. The thing of things say they go sign them. It's just all right there. Wait, end of the month, the must go pay. Talk anything with go cost go pay. Another dog eat dog. Put that shit in the trash can, dog. They wanna prove me so high. But they know if you see me, they don't get flavor now and there. They don't tell you I didn't see you. Cause one flow like that. Feel rappers turning to internet gangsters. Anti-what? Or like anti- maybe they need a week. They got something for you to pay, but they go sleep tonight if you tell no guys say that shit is yeah.
Aye.
He's sending DMs before 8 in the morning, he's giving up sex.
Giving us sex.
Makes me wanna
Kill me.
giving unstable.
Giving us stable.
Remember the ID I sent, was the I left, I was trying to help you. If you trust me for a talk to God, then I'm your relief. If 2019 I be posting some memes and shit. But I had to grow up, I had to be an OG and shit. Leave some things for the kids and shit, let it all speak and shit. The wrinkles on your hair should tell you where I'm really going with this. Credit where credit is due. Thank you, cause you showed me who I didn't wanna be and shit. Charlie Constantino, I'm out in the front row. I stay fly like a pilot. Your belly look like you swallowed a stylist. I'm still numero uno, expensive is what it like stylist. Look at the ACL, trying this type shit.
All right. One time. Go.
October 2021.
Hey, let's go.
I give my heart to make I know.
Aye.
October 2022. They break my heart from my don't
Aye.
I did for backseat of my
Rover.
It's my dealer, we don't talk about the cooler. You did for backseat of your Rover. We can get away, you don't fall. If you get in business, make you call God. If you get wahala, make you call. When you not maybe I go for cause you feel to shake me when you don't. I did for backseat of my Rover. My dealer, we don't talk about the cooler. You did for backseat of your Rover. We can get away, you jump for you.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la figo,
Okay.
todo el mundo,
Shake me.
mi apadrino, usted no can buy low. Cause amigos, hey, you know how we go. If you get it up, I'll make you buy the TNT. When you get the money, you go know your enemy. $100, nothing does what you need, Maka. Calling me, no top, I don't keep I did for backseat of my Rover. If I get out, we don't talk about the cooler. You did for backseat of your Rover. We can get away, you jump for you touch out. Then my party, I'm chasing back to anyway my pain. I shuffle down my case and I choose the one way the holiday. Cause when you let everybody go and see where you can. My man go talk say when them be checkers when you play. Now I look at the girl and see when they move like I'm in a messy. Almost nothing in the messy. Live for yourself, make the walk in the flexi. It takes a life now. I get for backseat of my Rover. You live for backseat of my Rover. We can get away down for you back down.
The mix.
Focus on paper. Baby, see you later.